Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever had to apologize to a friend for a really, really funny reason? Well, in the world of Korean entertainment, one of the most famous TV casts has this yearly tradition that it's just hilarious. It's this great story about friendship, fame, and, what happens when you see someone every single day and kind of forget something pretty major about them? So that brings us to the big question, right? Why do the members of this huge hit show Running Man have to formally apologize to their co-star Song Ji-hyo every single year? I know, it sounds super serious, but trust me, the real reason is actually hilarious, and it kind of tells you everything you need to know about working with the same people for like over a decade.
All right, so the scene is set at a launch party. Song Ji-hyo is starting her own YouTube channel, which is awesome. And she's got a couple of her closest friends there to celebrate and, get their brutally honest opinions. And this party, this is where the whole story of the yearly apology finally comes to light.
Okay, so let's get to know who's at this party. First up, of course, is the host, Song Ji-hyo, our brand new YouTuber. Then she brought in the veteran, her Running Man co-star Suk-jin, who's already got his own YouTube channel, so he's kind of playing the role of the expert advisor here. And rounding out the group is her good friend, the actor Choi Daniel, who basically becomes the voice of reason in this whole thing. And trust me, this combination of people is what makes this entire conversation gold. So, naturally, Song Ji-hyo asks for some YouTube advice. And this is where Suk-jin just jumps in with this incredible story. He basically explains it all comes down to something he calls awards show amnesia. It's this idea that when you see someone in a super casual work setting, like every single week, you can totally forget a really, really big fact about them. And this quote really just says it all. Suk-jin is like, look, we see her every single week for filming, so we don't realize how beautiful she is. I mean, think about it. They see her in a tracksuit, ready to run around and get messy for the show. So he admits they kind of get used to it. Her beauty just becomes this normal thing they see all the time, so they stop really seeing it. It's like having a masterpiece painting on your wall. After a while, do you even notice it's there? And here's the punchline. He says once a year, when it's awards season, they all get together and apologize. They literally say, Jihyo, we're sorry. Why? Because she shows up looking like this total movie star, and they are genuinely, completely shocked every single time. It's their yearly reminder that, oh yeah, our friend who we see in sweatpants all the time is actually a glamorous superstar. So this whole story leads directly into his first piece of advice for her new channel. He's like, you need to do fashion content. You gotta show people this award show side of you more than just once a year. And honestly, it makes total sense, right? Give the people what they want. But of course, just as Suk-jin is pitching this whole high fashion concept, her other friend, Choi Daniel, jumps in with a perfect dose of reality. He just kind of gestures over to Sung Ji-hyo, who's in his really comfortable, casual outfit, and says, to do that, I think we'd have to reshoot this first episode. It's just perfect timing.
Now, to really drive his point home, Suk-jin throws out this big number, 1,300. He's basically saying this is all the proof you need. He claims the public is just dying to see more of her glamorous side. So what's so special about the number 1,300?
Well, it turns out that Song Ji-hyo was a guest on his YouTube channel in a video that was supposed to be about a supercar. But when he looked at the comments, it was wild. Out of about 1,400 comments, a whopping 1,300 of them had nothing to do with the car. They were all just about how unbelievably beautiful she looked. I mean, you can't argue with data like that. But wait, he wasn't done. After giving her the fashion advice, Suk-jin comes up with what he calls a guaranteed hit, a totally foolproof plan to get massive views by tapping into one of the biggest, longest-running rumors about the Running Man cast. Okay, so his million-view plan is actually pretty simple. He says, hey, remember when you were on our other co-star Kim Jong-kook's channel? That video got over 10 million views. So his genius idea is to just flip it. He's like, you invite Kim Jong-kook to your house and film the whole thing. The public is so curious about their relationship, he's convinced it's a guaranteed viral hit. I mean, it sounds like a pretty solid plan, doesn't it? You've got massive fan interest, a collab that's already proven to work. What could possibly go wrong? Well, turns out there is one tiny little problem, a pretty crucial detail that Suk-jin has somehow completely spaced on. And this is where Choi Daniel, our voice of reason, pipes up again. He just casually asks, hey,
Wasn't Kim Jong-guk single back then? And just like that, everyone remembers this major life event. Suk-jin's reaction is absolutely priceless. He just goes, "Oh, right, he's married. I keep forgetting." The whole table just loses it, and the guaranteed hit idea just, poof, gone.
You know, this whole story is just such a perfect picture of what friendship is really like. One minute, your friends are apologizing because they took for granted how amazing you are, and the next, they're so comfortable with you they completely forget you got married. It's just a hilarious reminder that sometimes the best advice comes with some pretty big blind spots, which makes me wonder, what's the best or maybe the worst advice you've ever gotten from a friend?